In this video, we will be talking about Paula Scheer, about Figma, and about 250 years of America. So let's get started. Hello and welcome to another episode of This Week in Design. And a lot has happened. The most notable news of this week is the fact that Figma is filing for IPO.
Got Figma revealing its S1 to go public.
Figma filing its S1. By the way, I love this company, just so you know, because I use this stuff, and I think Figma's awesome.
This was the design software company that Adobe was looking to buy several years ago.
Let's get into all the details, like what do we know?
This has been on the horizon for quite a while. We have been anticipating this next step of Figma becoming a public company, a publicly traded company, after the failed Adobe merger a couple of years ago. Of course, we have been digging through the pre-IPO documents and found a couple of very, very interesting things. Not so much in terms of design features, but mostly in terms of company health and company development. The first thing that I found interesting is that Figma is definitely quite scared of AI, and they are super aware of the fact that AI tools could in the future replace some of the functions that their users, that we designers are using in Figma today. So they want to make sure they stay on top of the AI game with a lot of AI added features, AI supported features, and a general awareness of the fact that AI is becoming an important player in the design sphere. The second thing that I found super interesting is the dependency of Figma on the services of AWS. So basically all of the Figma hosting, all the files, all the code and the user files are hosted on the Amazon Web Services, short AWS. And apparently Figma is spending over $300K per day on AWS hosting services. So this makes them super dependent on Amazon, on the AWS service, which is, I think, quite interesting, especially if something changes with AWS. This might reflect in Figma and in the Figma pricing. Having said that, Figma is doing quite well in terms of growth, health, in terms of finances. If we apply the rule of 40, a rule that states that the sum of a company's revenue growth rate and its profit margin should equal or exceed 40, this rule is usually applied to SaaS, to software as a service companies, then we end up with a number of 77, which is amazing. This is a really, really good rate. Figma could actually get their $20 billion valuation back that they had at the times of the Adobe merger. They're currently at around about 12 billion. So Figma could become a quite successful company. So yeah, this might be interesting for the IPO. Of course, this is no financial advice here. I'm not a finance YouTuber, and yeah, I just find it super interesting to see where the tool that we are using on a daily basis is standing in the market and how the development is looking like. So I'm very excited for this IPO and looking forward to see what is going to happen and how the market is reacting to our favorite design tool. So today I have brought you two case studies that really inspired me that I wanted to share with you. The first one is CGH's new brand for the 250th birthday of the United States of America. Branding America, branding the United States is not an easy job, especially in political tense times with a nation split. Creating a brand that unifies the nation and that can universally be adopted without having a political undertone is super complicated. And I think CGH have done an amazing job here. If you're looking at the word mark, they have created something that is super simple, super adoptable, and to quote Kurt Weidemann, it can be drawn with your big toe into the sand. So all the rules for good design, for good logo making and adaptability apply here. And I'm really excited to see if the American public is taking up this branding and if it's going to be adopted and being widely used in the celebrations for the 250th birthday of the nation next year. The second case study which I wanted to show you has actually been created in this room. My partner Nico has taken up a brand concept for Clear. Clear is a space debris removal brand, a topic that is very, very overlooked actually. In the last years and decades, mankind has cluttered up the orbit, has cluttered up the space around us with so much space junk, space waste, lost parts, lost tools of satellites, spaceships, all of that. Millions and millions of small pieces that are floating around in space, which at some point could make it impossible for us to actually safely travel through space. So to go to Mars, to Moon, or anywhere else in the near future. So space debris removal becomes a topic that is more and more important and one that actually deserves to be branded. So with Clear, Nico and his team have created a really cool, really inspiring, and really spacey, sci-fi-like brand for space debris removal. So make sure to check out the Clear case study. Of course, all the links, as usual, you will find in the description below. And finally, I have one video to watch for you. So this is a bit of an older one, but a very, very good one, and a video that I actually do rewatch maybe every other year or so. It is a series shot by Netflix, published by Netflix a couple of years ago, called Abstract. And they basically follow creatives in their work life and see what makes them tick and see what inspires them.
I walk outside and I see typography everywhere. Typography is painting with words. That's my biggest high. It's my crack.
Paula is the most influential woman graphic designer on the planet.
It's crazy. It's in your face. It's just like New York.
In this episode of Abstract, we follow New York design legend Paula Scheer. She's a partner at Pentagram and the creative mind behind logos like the Citibank logo. I've seen Paula Scheer live on stage in New York a couple of years ago, and to just see the body of her work and see the creative energy and the creative confidence that she has is truly inspiring. So I urge you to watch this episode of Abstract. It's free on YouTube, and of course the link, as usual, is in the description below. I hope you liked this video, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. If you haven't done yet, please subscribe to my channel. This really helps me grow the channel and see who is actually interested in watching these videos. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye.